Alright, for this, sorry for the background noise as well, siblings play music a lot, and sister's got a friend around, that kind of thing. I'm trying to come up with an intro theme, or just a theme, to this game project. Recently I have been listening to a couple of villain songs, so who knows, whatever I come up with might have some kind of parallel to an existing, I don't know, Disney villain song. I have been trying in the shower, and something which I keep noticing is whatever I come up with sounds a bit like the chorus to the song in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hellfire. So I think that goes Hellfire, Hellfire. It probably sounds shit coming from me. So I end up actually coming to do do do, which sounds a little bit too similar to Hellfire. Yeah, you can see what I mean by that. So what I'm trying to do is find something slow, minimalistic, so maybe 3 or 4 notes, and something I can build down, build up to, or something like that. So what's going to happen is there'll be, for the intro cutscene, there'll be 4 frames, the first one being a little bit high-pitched, a tiny bit cheery, and it'll slowly go down in pitch, or, well, not only pitch, maybe, what's it called, when you go down a hand or whatever on the piano, so, you know, the next A to G down. I can't remember the word. And then, after the 4th time, it gets higher and there'll be more going on. When the finished thing comes out, it'll make more sense. So, I was thinking, what was it? It wasn't do do do. No, it wasn't. So it's supposed to sound a little bit monotone, and a little bit, well, not really disturbing, just quiet. But these few notes are playing. Bit like, I don't know, in a horror film you'll find in a children's room a little girl or something like that, playing on a harpsichord, and it's slightly broken. Bit like the beginning to, I've forgotten who made the song when it was supposed to be a Five Nights at Freddy's sister location song called I Can't Fix You, and you got like a broken harpsichord. So it's not going to be like that, but it's supposed to be quiet, and, you know, slow. So, after this recording, I'll play it back, see what I like, and I'm going to try and play it on a piano, and try and like note down what the notes are, and then after that, I'll take the notes and see if I can make a bit more of an 8-bit version, or, yeah, a bit like Undertale, I suppose, you know, how it's modern and it uses video game noises. So, do, 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 do. Yeah, something like that, but then it builds up, and I don't know, you'll see like colourful world, something like that, and then soon, oh wow, it's a bit higher and a bit louder. It goes bum 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 bum. My God, that's actually sounding a little bit. Again, it keeps sounding in my head like Hellfire, but worse. So I'm starting to think that I should not use 3 notes, since it's a bit too minimalistic, and again, it sounds too much like Hellfire. So, what else? So 4 notes, something like do, do, no, do, 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 dum, do, 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 dum, do, 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 dum, do, 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 dum. And then another build up, and then the big payoff, do 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 dum do do dum 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 dum. Now, I can't get too upbeat since I want it to be slow, somber, that kind of thing. But something a bit atmospheric, which is why I want it to be slow. Because yes, there are beautiful soundtracks, which are also atmospheric, like the theme for the Shire, I think it was called, in The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. Do 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 do. Do, 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 which of course, to me is always beautiful, always gets to me, I love it. And some bits are a bit slow, but it's never super fast. It's always, it's got notes, it's got plenty of notes, but it doesn't go really quickly and upbeat because it's supposed to be a relaxing sort of theme. And like I said, atmospheric, that kind of thing. Unlike what I was thinking to myself when I was just doing the climax, the payoff of my second attempt. It's starting to sound to me like a bit of the Halo soundtrack. So see, that one's quite fast and supposed to be part of an action scene. So usually it's like played during, say, the end of Halo 3 when you're trying to escape. I've forgotten the name of it. The Ark, Halo, whatever. And the planet is exploding. I had to get to the frigate on time, and my god, that was an awesome game. Didn't like Halo 4 much, but sort of. I'm getting off topic already. But yeah, the whole point of music is the slower it is, the more relaxing it is. But if you get too slow, it starts to get a little bit disturbing, or I don't know, maybe it catches you off guard, or atmospheric. I keep saying that word. Whilst faster is usually more, maybe chaotic sometimes, but maybe action-packed at the same time. I am not a music theory student or anything like that, but these are things which I've studied a little bit and, looked at during, media studies back at high school, or just studying music from movies and video games in general. Well, not really studying, but listening to them. So, listening to it, you can get an idea on how you're supposed to feel, what the atmosphere of the environment you're in is supposed to portray, things like that. So, God, it is difficult. I've got a brother-in-law, who's a composer, a very good one, Simply Sonic Studios, and I was thinking I could just go to him and ask him, or I could ask my brothers and sisters, but I feel like my brother Alex, he'll probably try and use a guitar and not a piano. He'd probably start getting off topic, because he just loves playing guitar, and I'd assume Livy would throw everything she has at it, and then I'll get immediately confused, because she is a music student, and if she's going to throw everything like music theory at me, I'm probably going to get confused immediately. So, I could ask him for help, but for the moment, I'm going to see how far I can get on my own. So, I had a really good one while I was in the shower, but of course I was in the shower, not going to bring electronics in there, so I didn't get a chance to record it. So, let's try again. Actually, I should probably explain what it's going to be, the actual cutscene. So, like I said, there'll be 4 frames, and then the payoff frame of the cutscene. So it's going to be stills, like I said, much like Undertale. So the first one is going to be a birthday party. It's all going to be grayscale. So you have Happy Child, buy a birthday cake. The next frame, which is when the octave, that's the one, octave. So when you're going down on the piano, A to G, next octave down, etc., etc. So the next frame will be the same child. The camera hasn't moved, but now the child looks a bit upset or, worried, concerned, and there's a lot of people around him with smiling faces. You can interpret it as laughing or singing, that kind of thing. Either way, he's very uncomfortable with it. Then the next frame, the child is now underneath the table, covering a bit. The next frame is the child covering his or her eyes. There's no specific gender to this. And then he's now in a colourful world, which, if you read any of my posts, is basically a manifestation of his own mind. It's his world. It's a nice big island, which is shaped like a brain. Different portions of the island are cut up accordingly, just like the brain. And again, I've explained this before in my posts, rather than most other island adventures where the objective is to try and escape the island, this island is that child's escape. So it's an autistic thing, the very imaginative autistic Asperger's, I am Asperger's, the very imaginative, and they can be very uncomfortable sometimes around large groups of people, and sometimes they might not understand something, which I know most children don't, but sometimes autistic Asperger's people or children don't understand things more often. I mean, Asperger's is known for being very literal sometimes. So, God, I remember my mum and my stepmom now saying that once she said, "I'll just chuck the shopping into the kitchen," and unfortunately I did, and a bottle of gin smashed. So that was unfortunate. I was like 8. Anyway, so that's the context. So the first scene is a little bit. It's not the highest octave. That will be saved for the payoff, but it's a high enough octave, and slowly it will be repeated, and then the octave will keep going down as much as the pitch, something like that. I'm probably using the wrong words, which is why I said something like that. For each frame, as it gets a little bit darker or maybe a bit sadder, as the child gets more and more frightened, and then, like I said, the payoff, he'll be in his own world, and it's going to be large, atmospheric, luscious colours, because it's no longer in grayscale, other than some things such as the village and the people in the village, which are meant to be reflections of real people in his life, or something like that. I need to stop saying that, because it leaves what shouldn't be interpreted, because I'm explaining it being put up for interpretation. Oh, excuse me. Bacon sandwich and coffee. And I have all this luscious colours going on, and it's new world. It's beautiful. And actually, there are bits of the Halo soundtrack I mentioned before, which are slow and sort of explain or give an atmosphere, tone to it. Can't remember which games it's in, probably Halo Reach, but it's been used in the what was it called? Into the Lives of series, which was like a David Attenborough parody where you look into the lives of different species and characters from Halo, and it would always begin with one of the soundtracks, which starts with drums going bum bum bum, then the choir comes in, something like that. Because I'm terrible, that's why I said something like that. Not good at singing. And then, just look it up, you'll find it, you'll understand it. I'm probably going to put into a post that this same recording is going to be on, and I've passed 15 minutes. How did I do that? And things, music like that are slow, and the way they're slow, much like how giant monsters are portrayed to try and be realistic, are slow as well, because of their large size, carrying its weight. It's supposed to represent a large, expansive world, and usually large, slow, like I mentioned. Then again, there are some exceptions, of course, like, I don't know, massive lorries driving quickly. I don't know. And that's where it should come from. You have this big world, and you want to show it off. I'm having a hard time remembering other examples. There's probably some examples in Chrono Trigger, which is one of my favorite RPG games, actually. I've got the DS port. So, I haven't... It's been over 10 minutes, and I haven't even tried to make another attempt at making a draft for Night Air. So, let's try this again. So, beginning shot, go dum dum dum. Nope, I can't remember what that sounds, what it's from, but it sounds like something else. Do, do, do. Yes, now I remember what it sounds like. The melody played on a flute or whatever, like, from the Pokemon 2000 movie. That's it. That's where I remember it from. So, that's actually not a bad example, because what I'm looking for is something similar to that. Of course, different notes, but it's supposed to be, I mentioned 14 minutes ago, probably, it's supposed to be slow and somber. So, again, I'll probably link it in the description of this recording, and on the post this is going to be on my blog. So I'm probably going to write this all out anyway, so I probably should do that as well. No, I think I'll just upload all of this, then it'd make more sense since it's all in one place. Although they'll have to listen to 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen to 18 minutes of this. So let's try again. Bum 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 da 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 dum bum 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 da 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 dum bum 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 da 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 dum bum 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 dum 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 dum. I don't know, something like that. I'll probably, I'll redo that on piano and try and sync up some notes, make some sheet music of it, and I'll be recording that when I've done it, and then I'll also probably upload all the notes in the same post that the recording of me playing the piano will be on, and then I'll be trying to turn into a bit more of an 8-bit or something version. Or actually, no, I'm aiming at SNES or Sega Genesis, because they have a much more developed, yet still pixelated or 8-bitty, bit crushed orchestra soundtrack to them. You know, the instruments, the noises that they can make are more varied and can even be more orchestrated versions of. Uh, it's better than the NES, okay? That's basically it. Sega Genesis, Mega Drive, I don't really care. They have better options for soundtracks. So a prime example would be The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, which I listen to the soundtrack. It's on an SD card on my DSi XL, which is amazing as an MP3 player, despite how it only plays MP4 files, which makes no sense, but, you know. But yeah, it's literally Zelda: Link to the Past. A really good soundtrack, very orchestrated, but also very bit crushed. Like the cymbals and the drums and the trumpets, you know. I can't remember it off by heart, but there's some very good music on there, and very good examples of bit crushed orchestrated stuff. So obviously I'm going to avoid using anything that's Nintendo 64 because, well, that seems a bit too developed and too 3D for what I'm aiming for. Then again, Sonic Mania proves that it doesn't have to be. Then again, vector graphics, Star Fox, that kind of thing. Anyway, so I'll get back to you. I'll probably make another recording of me and my sister, my brother, trying to come up with another version for this. But first, I'll be make a piano version of what I've just done. So yeah, see ya.